So go ahead and grab your weights, place them at the front of the mat so that you just have them there ready for when you need them. And we're going to start with our feet about hip-width distance apart. Turn the toes forward. Heavy up the tailbone. Just feel this low belly start to draw in. We'll take this big inhale and sweep the arms up. And then exhale, soften the knees. Nice long swan dive all the way down towards the floor. Bend your knees enough that you can get your belly on your thighs. And then inhaling, we're just going to extend the spine nice and long. Exhale, folding back over the legs. And then press down into the feet, lengthen the spine and come all the way up and reverse that swan dive. Arms come up. And then you're going to exhale and pull the elbows down by your ribs like you're going to squeeze them to touch behind you. Lift your chest. Keep that heavy, heavy tailbone there. Draw your belly back. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, soft dive forward. Inhale, extend the spine nice and long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse that swan dive all the way back up to the top. Exhale, elbows pull down behind you. Lift the chest. Let your shoulder blades be like a little shelf to lift your heart up. Then inhale, arms back up. Exhale, dive forward. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Shoulders down the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, come all the way up. Exhale, pull those elbows down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, lengthen the top of the head forward. Exhale, place your hands on the floor and step yourself back into your plank. Getting nice and long through the top of the head, back to the heels. Really take your heels back and lift your inner thighs. Try to tilt the tailbone down towards your heels. And then can you energetically start to just drag your hands back towards your toes and your toes forward towards your hands. Feel your core turn on. Give it one more nice full inhale, exhale. Good, shift your weight back towards your heels and forward towards your hands. Back towards the heels, forward towards hands. Here we go for 8. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back. Little pulses here. Get your butt back over your heels. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low. Squeeze the knees together. Separate them parallel. Squeeze the knees together. Separate parallel. Little pulses. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start to straighten into the legs, downward facing dog, pedal the feet. Good, just going back and forth, lengthening up the back side of the leg. Right leg's gonna inhale up and back. Open up your hips, stretch that right leg back behind you and bring the heel into your bottom. Take one more big inhale here, square off the chest. Exhale, shift forward, right knee taps right elbow, step it in between the hands, turn that left heel down to the floor, and we're gonna come up to warrior 2, but grab your hand weights, just bring them up with you here. Good, so we've got that right knee going right over that second toe, right? You got your left leg kind of internally rotated with the toes trying to turn a little bit forward or even angled forward. And then sink your hips down. I want to feel like my hips are the same from right to left, right? They're not tilted.
but the hip bones feel pretty even. They may be rotated, but even from side to side. Okay, from here, arms, sorry, got like frog in my throat. Okay, arms are gonna come up, and we're just gonna slowly take right arm over the ear, left arm reaches forward, and then we're gonna switch. So all this is hinging at the waistline. Good, just take your time. So we're really supporting the spine here, but we're deep bending into that right knee. Here we go for 8. Feel that core get challenged here. Draw the pubic bone up towards your belly button. 7. Heavy tailbone. 6. Good. 5. 4. Check your right knee. Don't let it buckle in towards your big toe. 3. Keep it hugging out towards your pinky toe. 2. Last one. Back and forward. All right, left hand's gonna come to your hip. Now plant that left foot nice and heavy. Press through the outer edge. We're gonna straighten the right leg, bend the right leg. Now I'm hinging a little bit over the right thigh, and then we're gonna add the arm. We're gonna pick it up as we go down and drop it as you lift up. Take it out and in. Good. Here's 8. Really think about that outer edge of the left foot, getting some pressure. 7. Keep the right knee going right over the second toe. 6. 5. Again, slightly leaning to the right. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it here. We're going to go down with that right hand like you're going to tap the ankle. And if you want to take that left arm up, you can. You can keep it on your hip. And then we're going to come right back up. Go down and out. Here's 8. Turn on those legs. Press into your feet. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1, come into that hinge, right hand by the ankle, little pulses of your legs. Here's 10, 9, 8, get length through the ribs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back upright, straighten both legs. Turn your heels in, coming into plie. Bring those arms forward, make that nice circle, and we're just gonna take those arms up and down. You're gonna keep your hips nice and low. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So hold yourself here, and we're gonna just move from your rib cage. You're gonna see how I'm taking my ribs to the right, taking my ribs to the left. Open out the arms. See if you can reach the hands out as you go. Now the legs are pretty much staying the same. Good. Here's 7, 6, nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Back to center. Last one. We're going to straighten the legs, bring the arms together. Plie, bring them wide. Up together and wide. Good. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Swivel forward. Put those hand weights down. You can leave them on the side of the mat. Step yourself back to plank. Look forward. Lower those knees. Here's our chaturanga push-ups. Heels can come in, lower down, and up for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, keep those shoulders up. 3, watch your head. 2, last one. All the way to the floor with the belly. Tops of the feet come onto the ground. Pick those hands up so they're at the same height as your elbows. Try to take your length in the low back by lifting your belly button away from the floor. Elbows down, hands up. Okay, so really try to rotate the shoulder. And then we're gonna just reach right arm forward and back. Left arm forward and back. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those hands out wide, elbows stay in by your ribs, and now we're going to straighten the arms out to the T, pull them in like they're going to tap behind you. Press them out wide, pull them in. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull those elbows in, lift your legs up off the floor, little lift of the hands and the legs. Last 9, 8, 7. So I'm kind of rotating at the shoulder. Our upper arm is by my side. I'm trying to lift those forearms. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, press back, child's pose. Take 2 breaths. Round your back, let your belly rest on your thighs, arms out long. One more breath. Good. All right, tuck those toes, send your hips up and back, pedal the feet. Left leg inhales up and back. Open up the hip, lift that left leg, really squeeze that heel back, that knee back, and then turn your left shoulder to the floor. Find that opening. Exhale, shift it forward, left knee, left elbow, tap it. Step it through, come up, warrior 2. And I'm just gonna pivot myself around, grab your hand weights. Okay, so we've got that nice warrior 2 stand here. We're gonna go for that dancing warrior. So I'm gonna sweep right arm over ear, left arm back, and reach the other way, good. There's 9, 8, 7, 6. Remember that outer edge of the right foot now is getting a lot of pressure. Here's 4. Take your time. 3. Make sure your spine feels nice and supported here. 2. Last round. Now hinge forward, that right hand comes onto the hip. So I've got this long line in my ribs. I'm gonna straighten the left leg, bend the left leg. Straighten and bend. Now we're gonna add that arm. It's gonna come out and down. Out and down. Good, here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold it here. Now we're going to reach it down towards that left foot. Right arm can come up to the ceiling if that feels good. And we're going to come up and down. Up and down. All the while just wrapping that left glute underneath you. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, use your core here. 3 to pick you up. Push into your feet to support your legs. 2, 1. Come down with that left arm. Again, right hand can come to the hip.
We're gonna do our little pulses on that left leg. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Here we go, walking those feet in for the plie. Bring those knuckles in towards each other. Good, now from here, we're gonna go up. We're gonna take those arms up and to shoulder height. Up and to shoulder height. Here's 8, get low in that plie. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, take those arms out to the T, and we're gonna swing right arm towards the left, back out wide, left arm toward the right, back out wide. Okay, here's 9, 9, 8, get low, 7, 6, try to move the ribs, 5, keep the hips still, 4, 3, 2, one more round, 1, and 1. Good. Now take both weights into the right hand. This is gonna be your bicep curl. We're gonna straighten the legs, curl the arm in, lower down, straighten the arm. Good. Up and in. That left arm just be at your hip, be up towards the ceiling. Here's 8. Ooh, 7. Lost my balance there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to that plie, punch that arm up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the hands, left hand, right hand to the hip. Here we go with that bicep curl up and plie. Up, plie. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, bring that arm in, punch it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Pivot yourself forward, step those weights down, step yourself back to plank, holding here. Take the knees to the floor, walk your hands wide for your push-ups. Heels can come in, lower down at 10. Bring your head and neck along, 9. Try not to let them hang towards the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the ground. Tops of the feet are gonna float. Think of the inner thighs lifting. Pinkies reach back, and we're just gonna bend and reach. Micro bend the elbows, reach it back. Keep those elbows lifting, and keep it feeling like you're walking your hands up a ladder. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms forward, little swimmers. Opposite arm, opposite leg lifting. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Place those hands down, step back to child's pose. Take a couple breaths here. One more. Good, tuck those toes, come all the way up and back, downward facing dog, pedal the feet.
Right leg's gonna inhale, up and back. Exhale, shift forward. We're gonna take that right knee into the belly and then over to the left. To the belly, to the left. Just staying forward, giving that little hug of that knee. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. And step that foot between the hands. Look forward. Bring yourself up to hover here. So I'm just hovering over that right thigh. Hands are gonna be at my hips. All right, now nice and slow, we're gonna take all the weight to the right foot, come up warrior 3, floating here. And now slowly we're gonna push down into the right foot. Feel like you're lifting your pelvis up off that right leg as you turn slightly to the left. And now we're gonna slowly bend the right knee, step all the way back to warrior 2, release your hands, and we're gonna reverse our warrior here. And then we're gonna inhale, reach that right arm back forward, come back up, half moon, this hovering, floating here. And then we're gonna slowly square up the hips, step the left foot next to the right, and sit down in the chair. Good, now we're gonna do that on the other side. Left leg's gonna press down, right leg's gonna float up. You can bring your hands to the hips. Now nice and slow, press down into the left foot. Rotate the body to the right. Take your time, bend your left knee, step that right foot to the back of the mat. Reach that left arm over the ear, reverse. Inhale, back up and forward. Slowly floating that leg, exhale. And then we're gonna bring the foot down to the floor, sit in the chair, both arms up by the ear. Good, let's do it again on the right. So you can have their arms wherever you want. You wanna take them out in front, keep them out in front. Warrior 3, got the left legs up. Open to the side of the room. Step that left foot back. Reverse that warrior. Bring that right arm back forward. Float up into that half moon. Slowly bring your foot down to sit in that chair. Other side, right foot goes back, warrior 3. Pivot slowly on that left hip, open to the side of the room, step it back, warrior 2, reverse. And then reach that left arm forward, come up, hover half moon, and sit down in the chair. Good, we're gonna add on a little bit. Left leg's gonna sweep up and back, hold it there. Hands can come to your chest. And then from here, we're gonna bend that right knee like we're going down on an elevator. Left knee's gonna come back to tap behind the right. And then we're gonna push back up and straighten it out. Slow bend to the right knee. Left knee crosses behind the right and taps. And then all the way back out. Go a little quicker if you can. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open to the left side of the room with the hip. Step it back, warrior 2. Reverse that warrior. Hold it here. Good. And now we're just doing little pulses with that right arm over the ear, stretching the right side. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach that right arm forward. Left hand can come to your hip. Here we come into that hovering half moon again. This time we're gonna bring that left knee into the belly and press it back out. Take your time. Bring it in, press it out. Here we go for 8. Just keep that right arm reaching. Here's 7. Right toes are pointed forward. 6. Lift up out of the hips. 5. Press down into the foot. 4,
3 more. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Sit down in that chair, sweep those arms over your ears. We're gonna come up on the toes, sweep the hands back, lower the heels, bring the arms forward. Up with the heels, sweep the arms back and forward. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels. Go ahead, bring the hands back to the heart. Sweep that right leg back. And here we go for the other side. You're gonna bend the left knee, then start to bend the right. Tap it to the back left side of the knee, and then press back out to straight. So that right leg is crossing behind you a little bit, internally rotating. Here we go for 8, 7, try to bend that left knee deep. 6, keep your belly drawn up to support your back. 5, feel like you're squeezing your spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly rotate open to the right side of the room and step it back. Warrior 2. Right arm underneath, left arm over here. Here's our little reach and pulse. Reach that left hand over the ear. Bend the left knee. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that left hand out in front. Right hand stays on your hip. Hop your foot forward into that half moon position. Now you can be more upright if you need to be, but here we go. We're gonna bring that right knee into the chest and out. So you're not gonna go any lower than parallel to the floor with your upper body, but you don't have to go that low either. Here's 8. Just find a place you can balance. 7, and move that right knee and challenge your core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly pivoting on that left leg. Set the right foot down next to the left. Arms come up into your chair. Go ahead, take one more big breath here. Now, can you turn your heels in and your toes out? So you've got this little bit of a squat with a diamond shape in your legs. And then same thing, we're gonna sweep the arms back, lift the heels, and lower. Lift the heels as you sweep the arms back, and lower. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Walk your feet maybe about hip width distance apart, and we're gonna go straight down. Keep the heels turned in. Go straight down into this slow squat. Get your elbows on the inside of your knees. Push those knees out wide as you kind of hug into the arms. Lift your chest. Good, set your bottom down. And then slide yourself back in that perfect abs. We're gonna scoop the tail under and roll back. And then from here, we're just gonna take that left hand, pull it down, reach it forward. Rotate towards that left arm as you pull back, and reach. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left elbow down onto the floor, pivot onto that left outer hip, and then we're gonna go, both legs go away as the arm reaches over the ear, and reach for the heels. Out and in. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs out. Drop that left leg, pick it up. Drop the left leg, pick it up. You can reach the hands toward the feet
That right hand can go towards the feet. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, little pulses up. Last 10. You can bend your knees if you need to. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bend your knees, place your feet back on the floor, roll yourself up. And then exhale, tuck your tail under, roll yourself into that scoop. Get your little sip of water. All right, here we go. Right elbow back and reach. Elbow back and reach. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press that right elbow down onto the floor. Bring yourself onto the right hip. We're going to extend legs out, arm over the ear, reach for the heels. Arm out, and in. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs out, tap the right foot to the floor, pick it up. Down and up. Arm can now reach towards the feet. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Cross those ankles, roll over to your hands and knees. Give yourself a cat and cow. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. One more. Good, now place your forearms on the floor. Get them parallel to each other so that your elbows feel like they're right under your shoulders, and then your forearms go straight out from the elbows. Palms are flat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips for downward facing dog on your forearms here. Press down into your hands and your forearms, and think of moving your forearms forward as you take your head and chest back towards your legs. Now, you're going to try to push down into your hands and see if you can lift those elbows up, coming into downward facing dog. Then you're just going to bend your elbows like they're going to go down to tap, and you're going to press them up. So it's this little kind of tricep push-up. You can lock your hands in if you need to. But I want to think of those elbows going straight back behind you. And you can go as low as you can maintain your shoulders. So get your shoulders out of the ears. We're just doing little bends, little press. Little bend and press. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, left leg's gonna go up and back. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward in a plank. Bring that left knee into the belly. Take it over to the right. Hug it to center. To the right, to center. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that foot between the hands. Look up. Come up to just hover. Just hovering here for a moment. Hands can come to the heart. Just holding for one more breath. Good. Go ahead and shift your weight all the way forward, and then step the right foot to meet the left, coming all the way up. All right, so from here, we're gonna do our tree pose. So you're gonna take all that weight into the left foot, and I want you to take your right foot and think of it coming either to your ankle, maybe your calf, or maybe you can get it up above the knee, but don't press on the knee. If you've got the foot and the thigh, think of pushing the foot and the thigh together, and then we're gonna take those arms up overhead. I love how my head is cut off, sorry. And then see if you can just slightly start to arc yourself over towards that right knee. Maybe taking a little side bend. Maybe that right hand comes down to that right knee and just pushes it back a little bit.
Good, slow down your breath, focus your gaze. Good, come back up with the arms and hands to the heart. Slowly step that right foot down and we'll go to the left. Left foot can be on the ankle, the calf, above the knee, just not on the knee. And again, I'm gonna push my foot into the thigh, thigh into the foot. And then arms can come up. Now if you're wobbling all over the place, that's normal. We're like a tree that's supposed to have some movement here, so our roots are strong, but we're allowed to kind of juggle with the rest of the body here to try to find that balance. Now if you can, you're gonna start again, not kind of arc yourself over towards the left side this time. Maybe that left arm comes down to the inside of the knee and pushes it back just a bit. You can get just maybe one more breath here in your balance. Good, and come back up. And slowly step both feet down. Good. Hands come down into the heart. And now we're gonna sit into our single leg chair. So we're gonna take that right leg up again. We gotta stay facing forward. Right leg's gonna come back up again. This time we're gonna cross it over the top of the left knee to make that figure 4. And then we're gonna sit down in this chair. Good, give yourself maybe just 1 or 2 more breaths. Just working on our balance, good. And then we'll stand all the way back up. Bring that right knee into the chest. Can you kick it out in front? That's the bottom of my foot. And let it come back down. Good job. All right, left knee up. Cross the ankle over the top of the right thigh. Sit yourself down into your chair. Good. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Maybe getting a little stretch to the outer left hip. Good, slowly pressing up. Left knee comes into the chest. Try to kick it forward. There's the bottom of my foot. And set it down. Good job. Last one, we're gonna sit down in the chair. Get your butt way back. Get your knees behind your toes. You can squeeze your knees together. And then we're gonna hook this right elbow on the outside of your left knee. So right elbow, left knee, keep the palms pressing together. Look at your knees, keep them together. And then we're gonna just turn our chest towards the thumbs. So try not to let your knees separate. See if you can take just maybe 1 more breath here in this twist. Get the shoulders out of the ears. Get your butt a little lower. Inhale back up through center. And exhale, hands to the heart. And we're going to the right side. Left elbow on that right knee. Keep the knees hugging together. Don't let them separate. Press into the thumbs and start to turn your chest. One more good breath here. Good, come back through center. And then slowly lowering down, your heels pop up. And we're gonna see if you can slowly sit down on the heels, keeping that balance. Hands come to your heart. Let your knees start to drop forward. One more breath. Good, and then go ahead and sit all the way down on your bottom. Grab for those hand weights. Got one more little set of abs. We're almost out. All right, legs are gonna go out in front, probably about 3/4 length bend. Palms are gonna face up, tuck the tail and roll back. We're gonna pull those elbows back, reach forward, back, reach forward. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll all the way to the floor. Palms can press those weights down. You're gonna take those legs up and down. Up and down. I want you to really think about firing a low belly to get those legs up. And if you feel your hip flexors only, you can turn those knees out and make a little diamond shape and see if that helps. But really think of this tilting of the pelvis. As you bring the legs up, I want you to think of heavy, heavy waistband to your pants. Here's 4,
3, 2, 1. Let the legs go down to the floor. Arms come up and reach overhead. And then you're going to exhale, reach for the feet, and roll yourself all the way up. Inhale all the way down. Arms overhead. Exhale, roll all the way up. Stack the spine at the top. Here's 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round just like that. Tuck your toe roll back, pull those elbows back, push forward. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll yourself down, pull those legs up. Again, you can keep your knees bent, you can keep them straight, but I want you to really utilize your pelvis here to engage those low abs so that you don't feel like your back arches as much as it stays heavy. And then as you bring those legs up, you feel it get even heavier on your waistband and the low back. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those legs down, arms come up overhead. Last 10. Roll yourself up. 10. And back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good job. All the way down. Let your hand weights go. Bring your knees into your chest. Grab for the thighs. Pull them down to the outside of the ribs. Maybe just rock back and forth on the low back. Place your feet on the floor. Cross your right leg over your left. Move your hips a little to the right. So right leg over left. Hips move to the right. And then you're going to drop your knees to the left. Keep your right shoulder down. If you want to turn your head to look over that right shoulder, you can. Good. Come back to center. Uncross. Move the hips back. Now left leg crosses over the right. You're going to move your hips to the left and let your knees drop to the right. And then you can gaze over that left shoulder. Just try to let your left shoulder be heavy on the floor. Big breath into the left ribs. Good, go ahead and come back up. Unwind. Grab for the back of your thighs. Roll yourself up. And last one I just want to do is a straddle stretch, right? So we're going to take the legs out wide, and then we're going to just bend the right knee and bring the right foot to the inner seam of your left leg. And then we're going to hinge forward. So keep those left toes pointed up and just start to walk your hands forward and tilt your sit bones back on. should feel that length come into the inside of the left thigh. Just take maybe 2 more breaths here. Good, walk yourself back in. Take that right leg out. Left foot comes to the inner seam. And start to walk that out. Now again, keep the sit bones moving back. So if you feel yourself rounding, then maybe you take your hands behind you instead. Try to keep that right sit bone glued down if you're leaning forward. Toes are pointed up. Take maybe just one more nice big inhale, exhale. Good, walk back in. All right, good work.